I'd be happy to.
All right.
I'm Chip Martin Jacob.
Yep.
I'm a pediatric cardiologist and neonatologist at St. Cloud Hospital.
It's great to see you again, sir.
You bet. Nice seeing you as well. And it's nice to be able to dance for the Women's Fund.
Very nice. Next.
Yes, hello, good morning. My name is Hannah Michaels, and I am currently the Director of Undergraduate Admissions at St. Cloud State University.
Nice.
Hello, my name is Helga Bowerly, and I am a community volunteer and a stylist at Everett.
Okay. Now, I was eavesdropping on a conversation earlier when I was in the other room for just a moment, and somebody was saying that they were very tired last night and had to take a little bit of a break. What's it like training for all of this stuff, Doc?
It's been interesting to realize that learning a dance and learning it in a combination, it's much like being on stage when you do theater, and I used to do theater. Sure. I used to learn lines and run the lines, but this is different. You have to run the dance steps. Helga and I were talking yesterday that it's not just when you're practicing. I have had dreams about dancing. I've awakened laying in bed thinking about the moves and the order in which I have to do them. Yeah. It's interesting. It's like you don't stop. Even when you're not practicing, you're still practicing in your brain.
You know, the thing that blows me away is, and I've seen this, I've been around ballet for a while, and to me, it's like a finely tuned machine, you know? No different than an athlete running a particular route on a football field or playing basketball or hockey or, volleyball or anything like that. You need to know what to do, how to get where you're supposed to be, and what to do once you get there, right? Mm-hmm. So what has it been like for you as far as the whole training aspect?
Yes. It's a huge commitment, but it's a ton of fun. And for me, the experience is a little bit different because I grew up dancing. Yeah. I danced at a studio. I trained at a studio from the age of 3 to 18. Okay. So I have that familiarity with dance, with movement, with choreography, but this is a whole different game when you're doing partner dancing and when you're doing ballroom. I had no ballroom experience. Huge fan of Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. So this was really exciting to be able to do this. Learning to dance with a partner is an entirely different ball game. With that too, it's difficult because we are choreographing the dance, but it also has to look really authentic, like one of you is leading. Mm-hmm. And so you can't get ahead of things either. You really have to trust one another, and it's really muscle memory too, like Chip was saying.
That's exactly the term, muscle memory.
Helga, how about you? What has this whole thing been like for you?
It's been a lot of fun. I don't have a dance background, but I've always enjoyed dance, admired it, and it's actually just been incredible. I've been having a lot of fun. It's starting to get a little bit nerve-wracking now as the weeks are. We're doing the countdown now, I'm having fun with it.
Anybody talking any smack yet?
I haven't heard much, but I expect that to start out here soon.
I'm a terrible smack talker. I'll just say that I'm much more the cheerleader.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm here cheering everyone on. I'm probably going to cry watching you all perform.
Yes, me too.
Chip, you said you're dancing for the Women's Fund?
I am.
Okay, and ladies, who are you guys dancing for?
Well, we're all dancing for the Women's Fund.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm dancing for the Franciscan Sisters of Little Falls, especially the elder nuns who have moved into assisted living at the Clare residence.
Good, very good.
And I'm dancing for the Gender Violence Prevention Program at St. Cloud State University.
All right.
And I'm dancing for Great Theater.
Ooh, nice. Now, you would think, right? Are you a theater person at all, Helga?
I am a theater lover.
Yeah, there you go. So osmosis really doesn't work, right? If you're watching theater?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. So how did you guys decide this is what that you wanted to do? Help out the Women's Fund of Central Minnesota.
They just came. I had been a judge for three previous Dancing with Our Stars, and this time I was asked, and I said, you know what, I will dance, and just the Franciscan Sisters, the opportunity when it became clear that that's who we were going to support.
Oh, nice.
They are such a great group of women, and some of the fear goes away when I realize I'm not dancing so much for me, but I'm dancing for them, and when I can say this is. I want to do as good a job as I can because I really support them and their mission. It gets a lot easier and the fear goes away and I get more joy and more excitement about doing a good job.
Nice.
Yeah, for me it was something that, it wasn't that I got chosen and then I had to figure out something to raise money for. For me it was really about the cause. And so gender violence is something I've always really been passionate about. I was an intern with the Gender Violence Prevention Program when I was doing my master's program at St. Cloud State University, and I had the opportunity to work on some really impactful initiatives, and I see the difference that can make for students. Also, on a really personal note, as a victim and survivor of gender violence myself, I am incredibly passionate about making a difference in that space and preventing that from happening to other people and providing the support for other folks who have been through it.
Isn't it amazing when you actually are walking in those footsteps, the difference it makes? I have been exposed to a couple of different illnesses in my family, and until you are deep into something like that, you never really know, right? Until you're there walking that walk, for sure. Helga, how about you?
Well, as I said earlier, I've been a theater lover for as long as I can remember. And I guess the start of why I chose Great is because of my two daughters. They themselves went through summer camps over the years. They also got to perform in a couple of their main stage plays. And I saw the confidence that it built. I saw other, women around them, feeling and experiencing the same thing, the confidence, leadership skills, the way that it also connects community. It's just, they does an incredible job. I can't say enough of what they do for everyone, and how it just, builds the past, present, and future of young girls, women in transition, and also elder women as well.
Plus, you get to show them how it's done.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Cool there. All right. AM 1450, FM 99.3, KNSI. Dancing with the Stars. We are going to find out a lot more about the reasons behind all of this event when we return. AM 1450, FM 99.3, KNSI. Just a quick break. So, we've all been there, right? You're sitting at your local favorite watering hole. This song comes on and people go absolutely nuts, right? So, Chip, do me a favor. Tell me what you're doing, what style of dance?
It's kind of a jitterbug kind of swing dance, kind of patterned after the Nicholas Brothers from the 1930s and 40s.
All right, very good. Hannah?
We are doing a Viennese waltz, which is a fast waltz and is much harder than it looks.
Yeah. I can't do, is it the 3/4 time, right?
Yes.
I just can't do that.
It is. And we're doing an American smooth version, which is a little bit more non-traditional. So more traditional waltz, you stay in the hold the entire time. But with the American smooth, it really allows for you to separate, to dance independently, to do some bigger turns, some bigger moves.
Cool.
So yeah, we're pushing the envelope a little bit.
I don't know why the 3/4 time thing is so hard for me. I don't know.
It's not. It doesn't feel natural.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't feel natural.
Exactly. Okay, Helga, what are you doing?
Jerome and I are doing the cha-cha with a little bit of hip-hop.
I've always wanted to do the merengue and those Latin things.
Yeah.
I can really get into that groove a little bit better. But I don't dance very well. It would not be pretty at all. Melissa Strickers, I want to find out a little bit more about the Women's Fund and this whole Dancing with the Stars, and tell me about your involvement with all of this.
Absolutely. I had the privilege of joining the committee just 2 years ago.
Oh, nice.
And I'm just here to tell you a little bit. So Dancing with the Stars, we're going into our 6th season.
Sure.
The part we're really excited about is over those 6 years, over $750,000 have gone back into charities that support women and girls in the community. Women's Fund is part of Central Minnesota Community Foundation. They got 3 focus areas: girls ages 10 to 18, women in transition, and elder women. I got one more fun statistic for you.
Yeah.
So our 6 great, outstanding, amazing competitors here, they're actually the winners. It's 40% on the judges' score and 60% on the dollars that they raise.
Right. Now, when it comes to raising the dollars, can we still go online? Because I know traditionally speaking, you were able to go online and, cash in and get as much money for your favorite particular team or your cause, right?
Absolutely, and hey, I'm surprised I didn't get more push of that
from
the
coming.
Crew out there.
That's coming. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
Absolutely. You can go to the website and you can at communitygiving.org/Central Minnesota, or you can text DWOS, Dancing with Our Stars 22, to 26989, and then you'll get the option of which of our dancers you want to select and support.
So on Friday, I had the distinct honor of emceeing the Sertoma Club's annual comedy night fundraiser, okay? And I'm finding out about literally millions of dollars that are being raised, that are being donated to various charities throughout the entire state of Minnesota, service to mankind. And as I'm up on the stage, it just kind of hit me. All of the people that were there, right? Business owners, workers themselves, employees, employers, successful, very successful businesses, some of which are stalwarts here in the community. Some are also brand new, relatively brand new. But it just kind of hit me that, excuse me, no matter what the particular need is, all of us in central Minnesota, no matter what level we find ourselves living, we all seem to step up to the plate. And it's not that we have to, right? We don't have a governor or a president or a chairman or a this or a that telling us, you will do this. It's something that we realize needs to be done, and we do it, right? And I'm not necessarily talking about myself at all. And that's not why we do it, for recognition or anything. We just know it's the thing to do. Mom told us, right?
Absolutely. Let's get it done.
Well, let's make sure. Let's make sure you guys toot some horns here. Chip, we'll start with you again. You are dancing for the Franciscan Sisters, correct?
Correct, of Little Falls. You got it.
And what do we need to know about maybe making a donation for your cause, sir?
Well, if you donate to myself and David DeBleek, Dancing for the Franciscan Sisters, you're dancing to a group of women who have committed themselves to central Minnesota and central Minnesotans for the last 130 years.
Yeah.
They have had a presence in this community that long, and they have helped open schools. They have helped educate children. They've taken care of children that were orphaned. They have really been wonderful women, wonderful people in our community. And to give to us, if you go to the communitygiving.org, look for the name Chip Martin Chafee and David DeBleek, and give generously and give often if you would like.
You know, the stories that these ladies can tell are absolutely second to none.
Absolutely.
No doubt, no doubt. Hannah, again, for I'm sorry, gender what? Violence, right?
Yes, the Gender Violence Prevention Program at St. Cloud State.
Okay, so same thing?
Absolutely. So that program really provides an essential service, not just to the students at St. Cloud State, but to the community. There are actually two arms of the programming. There are, of course, the prevention efforts, but there are also the support services that they provide to students who have experienced gender violence. And for those who don't know, gender violence is an umbrella term for things like sexual assault, domestic violence, sex trafficking, harassment, gender-based discrimination. The Women's Center is only one of 6%, I think, in the nation. So embedded in colleges, there really aren't that many. So this is something that is really impactful for the students here in the community, and they serve not just the St. Cloud State University students, but also St. Cloud Tech and community college students. With the prevention efforts, they're doing things like trainings, presentations, events, and workshops for students and for community. And then with the support services, they're really providing support, advocacy, and just that emotional support for students as they are navigating sometimes the legal system, when they're navigating their academic space. So it's incredibly imperative work for traditional college-age women, about 18 to 24 years old. While gender violence is really common amongst all populations, traditional college-age women are about 3 to 4 times more likely to experience gender violence. So it's a really critical time in life to be providing these types of services.
When you are out and talking to folks, Hannah, about this, they must be absolutely bowled over by the numbers, the statistics, right? Because it's one of those things that people really don't know about.
Yes, and there's an interesting dichotomy to that, because while people are bowled over, it's also incredibly common. In doing this, it's created this space for people where a lot of folks have come forward and felt comfortable sharing their own story.
Sure.
Because unfortunately, it is so common. But it isn't something that is talked about. It is starting to be talked about a lot more. There really is that movement towards that, and I think that is imperative for people to be able to feel emotionally safe, to be able to speak about it, and to really pursue their healing. I think that's an important part. So it's been really neat hearing the support from the community as I've been going out and asking for donations and doing some fundraising events. Just the things that people have said to me, the things they felt safe telling me, and just the kind words that they've expressed about me coming forward with this has been really, really cool. So regardless of how much money we're raising, just knowing that this support is out there for that program, I think is huge, because a lot of people don't know that this program exists within the university.
All right, well, Helga, I know great theater, you know, they do great things for those kids. They start out so young. I always think of, I mentioned the ballet, I always think of the Nutcracker, right? When you start off as a little mouse, and then you work your way up through the whole thing, and pretty soon, you know, there you are, Clara, and then you become the princess. So let's talk about great theater and what you can do for them.
Great is amazing. They've been around for over 20 years, and when I first became involved with Great, again, you know, speaking from my own personal experience, was with my oldest daughter, and she attended a camp, and it was at a real pivotal age for her, at a time often where girls really are starting to lack confidence in themselves and become withdrawn. And I saw how it shaped her. It gave her confidence, stronger public speaking ability, leadership skills that she just couldn't gain in other places. And just what it does, how it transforms girls and women, and just really helps them just become better leaders.
Yeah, you know, I think it would be a fair statement to say that nobody goes to theater camp to learn those things, right? It's not on the program. It's not on the itinerary,
That's right?
But things happen. And as a dad of 3 daughters, I think it's great. No pun intended.
I know. It's hard not to use the word great, but sorry.
Yeah. No,
It
that
works.
is just really, really cool. Okay, again, Melissa, let's make sure that everybody knows every way that they can possibly make some donations. Let's talk about the dates, the times, the places of the shows.
Absolutely. So we are Monday, June 13th at St. Benedict's, and you can get your tickets online. They're $90. But you can get them online at the website at communitygiving.org/Central Minnesota. You can also make your charitable contributions there towards your dancers, or you can text DWOS22 to 26989.
Dancing with Our Stars, DWOS22 to where?
To 26989.
Awesome. Hey, Chip and Hannah and Helga and Melissa, thank you guys for popping in today. We're going to do this all over again. Probably some different voices, some different dancers and stuff, but thank you so very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work you guys.
Thank you so much.
AM 1450, FM 99.3, KNSI.